Some of the best Belizean chefs gained their experience and honed their skills on the job through mentorship and guidance from other chefs in the kitchen. They never went to culinary school per se, but today, 14 of those chefs are now certified through the American Culinary Federation after spending months in an intense training with foreign executive chefs. Chef Sean Quillen explained the importance of this venture.
I'm a patriotic Belizean, right? But one thing I don't really like a lot about my own country sometimes is that people just wake up one day, put on a scrubs or a mechanic suit and you're a mechanic. You have no certification, imagine going to the doctor and somebody just put on a scrubs and they're opening your heart. So in culinary arts, everybody put on a chef jacket and they're a chef. But the reality is there's no culinary schools in Belize. There has never been. So when this certification came around, this is exactly what we not need today. We may need this donkey years ago because we keep pushing the tourism product, the overnight tourists, and we boast about the airplanes landing. But do you realize that we have to feed them people 3 times a day or more? When people leave this country, they always remember that the people were friendly, the food, the fried jack. So, but we have to keep doing it or do it with professionalism. I mean, I went to a media house, your media house once, and I blasted a Conchel Bay, for example, for sanitation, And I have to be the voice for it because we got Jankro belly and things, but that is not an excuse. People are coming to the country today with celiac diseases and allergies, but we have to understand what that means. Fortunately for me as a Belizean chef, my culture satisfies all these things. Garifuna, lactose intolerant, coconut milk, masa. But now you have to add the science to it. So this certification is adding the science to it. And as I mentioned in my speeches, it's no easy feat. There's only less than 6,000 people certified executive chefs in the United States. For pastry, there's only less than 10 certified executive pastry chefs in the whole world. So it is one thing like journalism. You just pick up a mic and you're a journalist, but you have to do the work, right? Cameraman, anybody. So certification and recertification and continuing education is powerful, and that's what we got today.
There is more to the kitchen than cutting up and mixing ingredients. In fact, there is a science and theory to producing some of the best dishes. This is what BTB sought to accomplish with this training, an intense study and dedication to becoming a certified chef.
So it was quite a journey, setting it up, all the logistics in the back end. I want to personally take this time to thank Chef Jeremy Abbey of the Detroit Institute of Gastronomy. I want to thank Chef Michael Harrans of the American Culinary Federation. They were the real drivers in terms of the expertise. They came down to Belize, and they really helped and mentored us well beyond what one could expect. In terms of what it means for us is that we want these certified chefs to continue to help others in the places where they work, to mentor them and to help build the capacity and the skill. Culinary is more than just an art. There's an actual science behind it as well. And what we want to emphasize with them as well is to make sure that they infuse the Belizeanness, the Belizean culture, Belizean food that must feature in all that they do. We should not lose our Belizean identity, but what this training allows them to do is to take the arts and the science behind the training and enhance our culinary offering.
So when these chefs return to their kitchens, they will be taking back a wealth of knowledge with them, something that they hope to pass on to their students and pupils in training as well.
We have a lot of young students with a lot of energy, and I do a lot of theoretical part at school, and then we do a lot of hands-on with Chef Shan. We work under pressure and we get them, up to standards, and we try to inject them with the right information and the information that this country needs. For me, this was definitely an eye-opening. It marks a before and an after. So from here, we can only get better and move on together as as young chefs, I would say, because we do have a lot of energy, and the kids coming behind us, they're greedy, they're hungry, and we also have to, put our part with what we've learned to pass on the information, pass on the knowledge. I must say thanks to Chef Shan because he does hire us a lot, and we come and we get a lot of hands-on work in these caterings. And they also get to explore our country, not just working, but they get to meet and know a lot of our country itself.
It was challenging, I won't lie. It was very challenging, but dedication, discipline makes to a great success. I many nights of not sleeping well, yes, but yes, I made it through. I pushed myself, and I could say that this is not the stop for me. I will continue growing, and I will continue uplifting to the kitchens where I work. And I am here to help the company build themselves and build myself as well.
MasterChef second place winner for Taste of Belize 2025, Chef Michael Akal, also received his certification today. He says those long months of studying paid off in the end.
What took me there? To be honest with you, I really don't know. I have no clue. I don't have no clue while I was attending school. I don't even notice I'm going to be a chef. But when I started to work at Chef Rob as a dishwasher, and from there I go as to a level, and yep, I'm so happy about it. It's not an easy way, but definitely it's worth it. This training is probably over 5-6 months. That's the pressure. There, some of us, even myself, I was a little bit back off with it. I had to catch up with the crew. And it's like 4 or 5 tough months for starting late nights, as Chef Sean mentioned earlier. That going to sleep 3-4 o'clock in the morning, and yeah, I think I deserve it. We deserve it together along with it.
Jomari Lanza, 7 News.